Hello, Emilia. Hello, everybody. Thank you for the invitation. Well, what are we doing? We are resisting the virus. But listen, resisting in the broad sense, resisting mentally, resisting physically, resisting democratically. That's the only way we can act in this time of pandemic. So, first of all, I want to congratulate the United Cities and Local Governments network. This is a time when it's very interesting. This pandemic time, for me, in my opinion, of course, um, uh, shows everybody in some way, sometimes violently, problems and inequalities that existed before the crisis. We must understand this. All the problems we are discussing existed before the crisis. They were, in a way, disguised. We know it, but in some cases, a lot of politicians, they knew about it, but they don't care it because it was, it was manageable. With the pandemic, it was no more manageable. That is the new problem. So these pandemic times, at the local level, at the national level, at the international level, one thing one of the aspects I want to point is that I always try to see the positive and the negative, because it's always like this. You have the positive and the negative. One very important thing is this pandemic denounced the politicians that are real Democrats and believe in democracy, and the others. And sometimes, listen, and it's incredible. I think I'm one of those guys that think that this pandemic is going to defeat Bolsonaro, is going to defeat Trump, is going to defeat a lot of crazy guys. I really hope that, because fear, this pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic, brings fear to a high level. We are living with fear. No politician can manage fear. That's not possible. But fear, it's a very good way to show people what is good and what is right. Of course, sometimes they opt for the wrong way. But in my opinion, from my point of view, and I hope in November we could see that, I think that a lot of people with this pandemic and this transparency that brought could choose for people that like democracy, that live well with democracy. Of course, at the local level, and talking about Portugal, recently I had a talk with one of the Secretary of State that is connected with discussion of democracy, local democracy and participatory democracy. I think that it's important to prevent, we must prevent, not only in my country, but in a lot of countries with participative mechanisms, we have to prevent this temporary suspension of citizen participation mechanism from becoming permanent. I see that in a lot of countries, with this explanation, this reason, no, we cannot do because it's the pandemic. It's temporary suspended. Okay, but it's only temporary. It cannot be definitely. So it cannot be permanent. Of course, this is a very dangerous time for all fragile democracies. It's true, as I said, but also for strong democracies. It's a very dangerous time for both. But I really think that this is also a time of opportunity. For example, I think it's a time for opportunity for the state, especially to rebalance the game with the markets, to say, listen, okay, because I'm not against the market. I respect the market, but I think we have to rebalance the game, you know, and put in the center human dignity. If you do that, sometimes the way is very simple like this. Because if you put human dignity, then you are talking about labor rights, you are talking about a lot of things, you know. You have to rebalance the game. And this is the big opportunity for the state. Because I don't know in your countries, but in my country, everybody is with the hand, just give me money for the state. So, okay, we give you money, but we are going to change the game. And that's all. I don't need to, I saw the 1 minute left. So thank you very much. And keep resisting the virus, because we have to win this battle in the name of human dignity. Thank you very much.